What's up, YouTube Get Fit fam? It's your boy Allende back with another video. Men are done chasing and women don't know why. So we're gonna go ahead and play this clip of this idiotic young lady, and we're gonna go through it line by line and dissect her delusion and ultimately her misfortune. So let's get it.
I got a question for the fellas because I'm trying to understand the dynamic now and how all this got misconstrued. Why is it that men nowadays, when it comes to dating, they don't believe in pursuing a woman, aka chasing a woman? What is the big issue with a man pursuing a woman? I don't just mean you making the first move. I mean like you actively pursuing this woman, calling her, texting her, planning dates. Why is it now we're in this day and age where men are like, oh, you could call me, oh, I was waiting on you to call me, I was waiting on you to text me, I was waiting on you to make the first move. For what?
All right, boom. All right, first of all, it's real difficult to dissect what women say as an amateur. Fortunately, I don't have amateur ears. So she asks for what? Well, that's the exact question that the men are asking. Chase you for what? So most men have already had enough experiences personally or have consumed enough content to come to the conclusion that most women are an absolute waste of time. Women value a man's attention a lot more than they value actual results. And they are getting inundated with infinite attention at all times, especially attractive ones. So as a man, you should already know that your attention isn't worth much, and women will waste it and they will squander it. So what is the guy waiting for? First of all, you're being disingenuous by acting as if guys are waiting for women to make the first move. They're absolutely not doing that. So you are definitely talking about guys who have already made contact. They have already made the quote-unquote first move. And what they are doing now is waiting for you to show enough interest to make it worth their fucking time and effort to make dates, to plan said dates, to continue keeping up with you and trying to see you and make time and arrangements, as men are also busy. So that's what's going on there, sister. And I'd first and foremost like to point out her extremely arrogant and cocky attitude, as if she knows everything. Meanwhile, she's asking a question. This shit never fails, bro.
Criticize me all y'all want, but I am an old-fashioned girly. I was raised by my grandmothers. I believe in the old school ways and how things are supposed to go. If you that type of man where you think you are the prize, honestly, this video ain't for you, because I believe that women are the prize.
All right, boom. Let's address those 2 points that she obviously has no idea what the hell she is talking about once again. So first of all, she tried to say I'm an old school woman, which is nonsense. It's disingenuous. What it is that you value, appreciate, and like to receive old school contributions and value from men, but you don't want to reciprocate that same counterpart. You don't want to do what old school women were doing for men. So knock it off. It's the same old women want traditional men. Meanwhile, they're not traditional women. You are definitely not a traditional woman because you're here on the internet complaining, criticizing, and judging men. That is not a behavior of old school women. Also, you're not getting any of the results you want, which means clearly you're not doing something correctly, because there are women out there that are getting exactly what they want from men. There are very few of them, but they exist, which means somebody's still doing the right thing. Somebody's still a quote-unquote old school woman. Then she went on to say, if you're one of those men that think that the man is the prize, and this isn't for you, I'm like, okay, well, let me stop you right there. Men are the prize, okay? And for all the knucklehead women out there who just listen emotionally and only listen to respond and don't actually listen to what's being said and make sure they understand it before they respond, what is being said there is not that men are the prize because they said so. See, that's the projection. That's the projection that women keep on doing. They keep projecting their thought process, their behavior, and their reasoning onto men. When women say women are the prize, they're just saying it because they want to be the prize, because they view themselves as the prize, because they're competing with men to be the prize in that sense. When men are saying it, they're saying out of logic and rationale, and in all actuality, it is the women that are making the man the prize. It's not the man saying, I'm the prize because I said so. It's what women want, what women are demanding, requesting, what they're holding out for, what they feel entitled to, and what they're attracted to. All of those things are very unique qualities, traits, and accomplishments within the male population. So, by definition, those men would be the prize. And that's what these dumb ass women aren't understanding. If you're asking for a guy that's tall, handsome, makes a lot of money, charismatic, has status, yada, 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 the list goes on, you are by definition making this person a prize. And prizes don't chase contestants. Contestants compete for the fucking prize, you idiot moron of a woman. God damn, this is so frustrating because these are supposed to be grown, adult, intelligent, and experienced people. They have had so much hot dogs in their buns, but yet they don't even understand the dynamic between not only men and women, but the dynamic between the dynamic between them and the men that they choose. They'll be quick to tell you that all women aren't the same, but then they can't acknowledge that all men aren't the same. If you're not picking average men, then there's going to be different rules in terms of conditions with the men that you pick. If I pick some old rinky-dank used, basic average ass car, it's going to use regular fuel. The insurance ain't going to be too crazy. But if I go out there and get a high performance sports car, guaranteed it's going to take premium. The insurance is going to be an entirely different conversation. The parts, everything's going to be different. Why? Because I chose to pick something that is in the category of a prize.
Because we're the ones that get chose. We're the ones that get picked. When a man findeth a wife, a man findeth a good thing.
You definitely misunderstood that passage in the Bible that a man findeth a good thing. A man that finds a wife. Like, bro, it's not saying that women are the prize. It's absolutely not what it's saying. It's saying a woman that actually is of wife stock, she is of wife material, is unique. Therefore, if you are fortunate enough to find a woman that is actually a wife, you found a good thing. Doesn't mean go out there and chase women.
And I'm not even the type of woman to sit up here and think that I'm equal to a man. I think that a man is most definitely above me. My husband is for sure above me. Your heavenly father, your husband, everything else immediately after that. I'm not the one to sit up here and try to say I'm equal to a man and we on the same. No, we not. A man is above me. My husband is above me. So let's get that cleared out the way.
All right, so just more lies and disingenuous posturing. No, you haven't accepted that a man is above you. You're just saying that. Everything that you've demonstrated shows that you subconsciously and consciously view men to be beneath you. You don't understand what the hell is going on, but yet you're talking as if it's something wrong with the men. Somehow it's never occurred to you that women just simply aren't worth it. The majority are not worth it to the majority of men. How has this not occurred to you? Make it make sense. So basically you want us to believe that you are disrespectful when it comes to men in general, but somehow the man that's your husband, you're magically all of a sudden is going to have all of this inherent respect for men, or just that one man. Come on, man, knock it off.
Boom. My biggest issue that I have in my dating life is men are so lazy. I was waiting on you to call me. I was waiting on you to text me. No, sir. You asked me for my number. I gave it to you. It's up to you to call me, check on me, see how I'm doing. You're trying to get me. This is my thing. I don't ever make the first move on a man. I let men come get me. You want me? Come get me. If a man really wants you, he's going to come get you. It's not nothing extra I gotta do. It's not, no. If you want me, you're going to come get me. And the lesson that I learned in my previous relationships was never let a man tell you he don't want you more than once. So when I give you my number and you don't call me or you do all that, that's basically telling me you don't want me.
Okay, well now with that being said, what was the point of making this entire video? Because now you're contradicting the hell out of yourself. You're saying if men really want me, they'll come get me. But the video was complaining that men aren't chasing you. I'm so confused. So based on what you just said, that means that the men don't really want you. So then the problem is you. So they do want some woman. You're just not the woman that they really want. And that's why they're not putting in the effort. I mean, case closed. We could have saved everybody a bunch of time. Like, what just happened here? Unbelievable. So in other words, what you're saying is you're upset that men aren't chasing something they don't really want or need, if I got it right. And also, just to be insulting. It sounds like a lot of men have had you and none of them stayed. So it's not that men didn't want you or didn't get you. Oh yeah, they came and got you. They just got you and then left you right where they found you. Again, that says a lot more about you than it does about modern men or today's men or however the hell you phrased it. It just sounds to me like the men that have experienced you have quickly moved on and said, yeah, this isn't even worth it. And it also sounds like the men that didn't necessarily get that far with you, but at least had your phone number and interacted with you, they also were like, yeah, this ain't even worth me continuing to pursue this chick. I don't even want to talk to her anymore. And I definitely get that vibe. I'm thinking if I had matched with her on a dating app, or if I had made the mistake of jumping in her DM without actually watching any of her videos, and I say that because I've done that many times. I've like saw a girl's pictures and thought, yeah, she looked good. You know what I'm saying? This looks like it might not be all filters. She might actually look good. And then I jump in the DM and I shoot my shot, and then she's with it. She gives me her number, and then at that time, that's when I start to make a little bit more of a time investment. Yeah, I do things a lot more efficient than most guys, bro. I don't sit here and stalk a chick's page before I shoot my shot. No, I just look at a couple of pictures, say, yo, she looks hot. I shoot my shot, because in my mind, she's not worth scanning her page if she hasn't already reciprocated in an interest. If a chick hasn't already let me know that she's interested, I don't see the point of researching her page and looking into her page, because why would I go through all of that and then shoot my shot and then she's not interested? Now I just wasted the time it takes to like carefully look at all her pictures and analyze her reels and her videos and what she's talking about. So it's after a chick gives me her number or we're already texting, that's when I'm like, okay, let me go back and look at her stories and see what she's really about. And a lot of times at that point I'm turned off. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this chick. Just when I hear them talk, like this video right here. If I saw this video on her social media after I had already exchanged numbers with her, I probably wouldn't hit her up. I'm just being honest. I probably wouldn't continue to text her or hit her up. And if I did, it would be extremely low investment. It'd be like, yo, you want to meet at Starbucks or something like that right before they close.
Y'all have no problem pursuing your education. You have no problem pursuing your career. You have no problem pursuing your goals. A house when you want a house, a car. So why is it y'all have an issue with pursuing a woman, a marriage? Because y'all are the ones that pick us for marriage. We don't pick y'all. Y'all get on one knee. This is why I don't date now. I ain't been on a date in a year. And that is exactly why. It's because I'm so sick of men. Oh, I was waiting on you to call me. Well, you're gonna be waiting till you dead. If you pay attention to like older couples that have like years in, yeah, she didn't really like me at first, and she used to curve me, and then I finally got her. Like, what happened to that? Y'all don't even want the pursuit of a good woman anymore. I know I'm a good woman. Hell, I got a good career. I have ambition. I have goals. I have drive. I have things going for myself. I know how to treat a man when I have one. So what is the big issue with pursuing a good woman?
Yeah, man. So I'm going to get out of here. This video's longer than I wanted it to be. But this last point that she made, I've been making this point for the longest in reverse. I've been saying this about women, particularly black women. It's like, look, how is it that you're willing to chase your education, you're willing to chase and pursue your career, you'll chase your friends to the end of the earth, you'll chase any and everything else that you deem valuable except for the man that you say you won't settle for less than? So really, the brainwashing is backfiring on women. The conditioning is backfiring on them because they've been trained, programmed, and conditioned to value all of these things that end up not really mattering, like, you know, her about to say that she's a good woman, and she bases it on the fact that she has an education, she has a career, and she has goals. It's like, sis, none of that is interesting to a man, none of that's valuable to a man, and none of that makes you a good wife. Like, it actually is the opposite. It's a conflict of interest. Like, your education is a conflict of interest to marriage. Your career is a conflict of interest to the marriage. You know, your desires and your goals and your ambition, they're all in conflict, in direct conflict and competition with marriage, building a family, and building a legacy. That's just the reality of the situation. You're not doing all of those things to contribute to the man and take care of him and provide for him and build his legacy. That's not why you're doing all those things. You're literally doing those things to be a standalone, to be off doing your thing. So my whole thing is just go do that. Like, nobody's telling women they can't be successful and have all these things. What we're saying is we don't want that for wives. That's it. It's not that big of a deal. We're literally, clapping for you. We're supporting you, but we're not trying to marry that. We're not trying to marry someone that has gone that far out of their way to stand alone. Bitch, just go stand alone. Because when a man is doing all of those things that she just mentioned, when he's pursuing education, pursuing career, pursuing his goals, and being ambitious, guess what? He's doing that so that he can provide for a family and build a fucking legacy and pass something down to his fucking children. You think he's trying to buy property and make all these investments and do all these things to just die? We know that you can't take your riches with you. We know that. So all of the things that men labor for in their lifetime, they expect to be able to pass it on to a progeny, to a child, primarily, particularly, ideally, a son. All right, guys, so I'm up out of here on this one. The delusion just keeps getting worse and worse, as if it could, but I guess it can. Unfortunately, these women just absolutely do not get it, and their stubbornness and their lack of willingness to understand is why they are disqualifying themselves for relationships and marriage. Like, what are we even saying? Like the fact that they are so hard-headed and don't genuinely want to understand why men are turning the other way proves that they are not compatible for any type of relationship or any type of family building or legacy building, because they are that selfish on every level. They are selfish emotionally, they are selfish financially, they're selfish physically. They're selfish in every possible way one could be selfish. Who the hell wants to build a house and a family with that? Make it make sense. We're out of here. Peace.
Shout out Authentic Alphas. Like and subscribe.
For the boys, leave a like and leave a comment on Authentic Alphas. Hit that bell.
Shout out Authentic Alphas.